Today I'm at home on the Edinburgh Business School campus, and I'm going to explain to you one of the best things about the Practice Excellence Network. It gives us the opportunity to connect with colleagues around the campus, sometimes from different schools.
Hi, my name's Dave Ellis. I'm an academic in the Institute of Chemical Sciences, which is part of the School of Engineering and Physical Sciences at Heriot-Watt University on the Edinburgh campus. The Continuum Flow Lab is a research facility that we opened maybe 10 years ago here at Heriot-Watt, and it's all about trying to do chemistry in flow. So in the old days, you used to do chemistry in beakers and columns and things like that. Now we're moving away from that, and we're looking more into doing chemistry in tubes, so very narrow tubes. And really the Continuum Flow Lab is all about pushing that forward, looking at reaction monitoring so we can see exactly what's going on in the tubes. There are loads of advantages with doing this kind of work, but the Continuum Flow Lab is a centre of excellence for that. But translating that into something that would be of interest to an industry partner or an investor for a spin-out company, I think that was really Wojciech's massive input, because we always think about shiny pieces of equipment and experiments that we can do, and it's always the problem with scientists is translating that into something that's attractive to someone that really doesn't know very much about science or that particular kind of science, but is still interested in investing in the company if it's a spin-out company, or collaborating if it's an industry partner. And they don't necessarily want to know all the detail about the shiny pieces of equipment. They want to know about what it can do, how it can change the world, how it can make them money, how it can advance their business. And I think Wojciech's insight into that part of the kind of project as a whole, the big picture project, was crucial, because it crystallized a lot of ideas for us and Graham and Philippe, who are fellow directors, into how we need to sell the Flow Lab to someone who isn't wildly interested in bits of tubing and pieces of equipment. That was his main input. Wojciech has impacted the Flow Lab significantly, in that we had all kinds of ideas about how to commercialize the Flow Lab, and we haven't really kind of come to a conclusion about what we were going to do on that front. And I can also say that we're just applying for another research grant, it's called a network grant, which will enable us to use the Continuum Flow Lab as a kind of national focus for work in flow chemistry and process chemistry and inline reaction monitoring. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of the stuff that Wojciech found when he did his study will be used as part of that grant application. And we're pulling in colleagues from all over the country to build this network of centres of excellence and innovation centres in this kind of chemistry, and at various other places, and even international partners as well. So that was the kind of, Wojciech was at the beginning of that story, and the story is continuing. And I think talking to people like Wojciech, who have come from a business background and understand how business works, and I say the language of business, and we've encountered this talking to various other people in the university also, means that you can kind of focus the idea in selling your idea to someone else that you wouldn't be able to do if it weren't for the Practice Excellence Network. It's learning the language, learning how people think that are outside of the space that you usually work in. I think that was the kind of eye-opener for me. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would thoroughly recommend it to anyone. I thought it was a wonderful experience. And the report that Wojciech produced at the end of it and the presentations he gave to us were hugely insightful and illuminating for what we wanted to do with the Continuum project.
This is a great example of how the Practice Excellence Network can help our colleagues who wish to commercialise their research, spin out and realise their corporate goals.